will join us. But in the meantime, I think we should start rather than having all of you wait around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much I'm going to run through some of the things that we had on our to-do list and some things that just need to be resolved. Winnie did send us the link. Winnie, you there? Hey, hon, you there?
Hi.
Okay,
Hello.
good. Okay, Winnie did send us a Boston Asian American Film Festival schedule, and I in turn sent everybody a list of movies that we had sent to people back in 2020, 2020, or 2021, because we could not have live programming, so we did a lot of things online, and one of the things we did was share information. Hun, were you able to get through to the anime club at Galvin? Because that was your to-do.
Was that my to-do? I thought
Yeah.
that was that was Cheyenne's to-do because her
Oh,
kids were in that
oh,
program.
you should have corrected me when you got the minutes then.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, so you're not the connection for that.
No, not.
Okay. And she is away.
Crispy rice treats that are rice treats. That is so sweet.
Christine Rice?
No. That's just my son being too loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
Okay. Winnie, Jeff, do either of you have children at the Galvin?
yeah, my two boys are at Galvin, but neither of them are in the anime club.
Okay.
Yeah, my boy is not in the anime club.
So Cheyenne's son is in the anime club. That was the
I think it's her daughter that's in the anime club.
daughter. Okay. Well, the other thing is, I'm sure that the library can easily recommend a series of movies for us when it comes to that. Winnie, your popcorn machine, that is fantastic. Just give us a list of what kinds of things we need to purchase to make sure, because I really would rather have something that we can make sure is more sanitary than just making it at home and then bringing in bowls. So I think having, and how big is it? How portable is it?
I think it's okay. Somehow I got it home, so it must be I can. It used to be in my office because the office they used to a long time ago share snacks, and then everyone was getting overweight, and so then we decided let's just eat popcorn regularly. So we got a nice popcorn machine, and we have all the ingredients of what you need and how much, and it makes a lot, like you say, like this much popcorn and this much oil and this much salt or something, and then that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
we need to get a bottle of like something like canola oil.
yeah, I'll give you the stuff. Yeah, I'll go down to it. The piece of paper is inside the unit, and I'll let you know what is needed.
Okay. And actually, if you would, since would you be able to do the shopping on that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Another option, I'm just going to throw this out there, is, Market Basket has the popcorn that's already pre-popped and ready, and I think it's fine. It just tastes just like movie popcorn, and it's like $2 for a small bag and maybe $5 for the large bag. So
yeah, I was just thinking that it would be, if we do it through the machine
the
and
smell.
people scoop their own, and the smell, it feels more like you're going to the movies. Whereas if we have the giant thing for Market Basket.
But do you want people
that's an
scooping
option.
their own?
Well, I'm thinking for the parents, in particular parents movie night, which we can have at CAT, which is ideal because they could Zoom. They can offer the option of Zooming to the community. So anyone who can't make it to watch the movie can actually get online and watch the movie. So people can come. So we have that, and they have a big screen, and they're willing to do it. They have a really nice studio. And of course, there's lots of parking. So I thought for the adult movie nights, those 4 nights, that would be perfect. And they would not object to us plugging in a popcorn machine. whereas other places, I don't know. Now, in terms of like the kids thing on a Saturday, maybe the easiest thing to do to that is just have, bags from Market Basket. The kids are not, maybe as picky as the parents would like the hot popcorn smell. But I'd like the adult nights, those 4 nights, to feel like they're going to the movies. Come to the movies with us, and that's why I thought about renting a machine, but at 85, we could afford it, but $85 every single time plus supplies, 4 nights. That starts adding up
It
a
does.
bit.
Yeah.
So Winnie, if you could get the supplies and how big is this machine? Is it something
Let
that
me,
would
okay,
the
let me
drop
go,
of
go downstairs. I'm going downstairs.
Okay, I'm
I think
Sherry,
curious
do
if
we
it's,
need
I'm
any
it's
sort
pretty
of
not
like
an SUV.
food
it's
license?
downstairs.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the next thing then.
Sherry, do we
I'll
need
go
any sort of food license for that?
No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
No, this is just serving snacks. I don't think we'll have a problem with that at all. You
Let
don't
me
need a
see.
food
Can I
license.
turn my camera? Let me see.
Oh, there
Maybe
you
I can't.
Yeah, we see you,
Well,
Winnie.
I'm trying. I wonder if I can turn the camera. I can't seem to figure out, but then I guess I can just show. Can you see it?
Yep.
Oh, that is
Looks
big.
nice.
Yes, it's like what you see in a carnival, or
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
like a cart.
heavens. How
It's
did
not
you?
too big, but no, don't worry. It's 2 parts. It's separate.
Oh, okay. So it fits in the back of an SUV?
Yeah, I think that's how we got it home. I remember we brought it home, so I don't remember renting a truck to bring it home. So it comes
Okay.
apart.
Okay.
I'm trying to go.
I
Yeah, it's
don't drive
hard.
an
It's kind of
SUV, but
stuck
my
in the
husband
corner.
has one, so that will work, you know.
Yeah,
So
and there's
because
like a scooper in there and everything. But
yes,
this is the instructions. Let me see. What does it say?
it's okay. We don't have to read all of
Yeah,
this now. I understand what it needs, but just if you would save the receipts and we'll pay you back for any of the supplies we need,
yeah.
and then we'll figure out the
Mm-hmm.
logistics of getting it out of your house and bringing it to those 4 different nights, the adult nights.
Oh yeah, do we have a schedule already?
Yeah, we decided the
did.
last time we were here that it would be the 9th, 13th, 23rd, and 30th for the adults.
Okay.
It's once a week. It's Mondays and Thursdays. Actually, one is twice. Let's see, where's my calendar? 9th. Oh. Oh, I'm looking the wrong month. Okay, May. Yep. So it's a Thursday the 9th, Monday the 13th, Thursday the 23rd, and Thursday the 30th. And once we have it, we can figure out logistically who will, maybe we can alternate bringing it back and forth. Like I said, I would borrow my husband's SUV because my car it's like a sports car. It's not a sports car, but a sports coupe. 2-door, not very big. But if we could do that, that would be good. Okay.
Hey, Sherry, do you think it's possible that we could store it at WCAT? I don't know if they would allow it, but if we
I
could
think
store it
that,
there,
yes, I can
that
check.
would be preferable, I think. If you're okay with that, Winnie, of course.
It's very secure there. I wouldn't worry about.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. Yeah, that's stored there. They
I'll
just sit it
ask
in the
them.
basement. We used to take it out for Halloween, and when the people came for Halloween, we get the candy. But also, hey, you want some popcorn? We don't do it anymore. Our kids are older now, so
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a great suggestion, Jeff. Logistically, I will ask. I'm sure Ian and company, Barbara will say, sure, fine. They'll
Great.
put it in the corner because it's just a matter of a few weeks and and in between, if they want to, they can make popcorn.
Okay. And a couple of other notes. I actually have a bunch of cases of popping corn. So yeah, I'll happily donate that because I'm not using it.
It just I don't know if it will work in this kind of, it probably will. If you would coordinate that with Winnie,
Yeah,
the
I'll figure out Winnie.
popcorn will work.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just normal popcorn. Yeah, you just scoop it and you put some oil in it, let
Yep.
it pop.
Salt.
Then you put the salt afterwards, and you kind of toss it around, and that's it. It's pretty
Sounds
easy.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
so I have a bunch of cases of that. And then one last note, because we do movie nights for this Cub Scouts, and besides Market Basket, you can also get large bags of popcorn from the movie theater. And for Cub Scouts, they usually donate it, but I know it's pretty inexpensive.
Hmm.
And
Well,
it's like a
like I
large
said,
garbage
we
bag.
have money in the budget to buy supplies, no problem. So
Okay.
we don't have to go around looking for a donation for that. And the next item on the list was Jill was gonna, and she's not here, was gonna check to see if the libraries can show movies using a screen and projector instead of a TV. But I think that's kind of a moot point now that we know that we can Zoom and show movies both at the same time at WCAT. It just seems like that would be a better service to the community because people would have an option. Now here's the big discussion. Well, two big discussions. One is we have to start identifying what kind of movies we're looking for, what cultures, and I think we want to, as best we can, have a wide variety. So for instance, the lion dance is Chinese culture, anime is Japanese culture. So the 4 movies we do perhaps could be from other countries. And one, I did find one, a really good one that's both for adults and children. It's about a Maori girl called Whale Rider. It's an older movie, so I know it's available and we can get it. So I was thinking finally a Pacific Islander movie,
Oh,
yeah, which would be really nice to have that because it is APAH and we never, we've not had that before.
yeah.
I haven't yet looked into,
It's on Canopy. I downloaded the app so I can
yeah,
see
oh,
what
Whale
movies are
Riders on
there.
Canopy. Okay,
Yeah, it's a good movie. I've seen it.
I
okay.
think I've watched it too.
Do you think I think that might be the kind of movie that, because a lot of the other movies I've seen that are about indigenous people in the Pacific, South Pacific, is about some of the prejudice and the horrors that they go through. Another wonderful New Zealand movie, but it's a very serious, tough one. It's called The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith. And I saw it probably 30 years ago. And about a man who goes on I believe he goes on one of his, what do they call the quest? The young men have to go on. But Jimmy Blacksmith ends up being so unhappy that he, in the end, if I remember correctly, goes on a murderous spree. So I'm not sure we want to have a movie that's really violent like that. And then the other thing I was thinking, a really, really popular movie for South Asian Indian culture that also has just a little bit of Bollywood mixed in is Slumdog Millionaire. I think everyone's pretty much knows that. And there's other movies that are more subtle. So here's a good question for all of you. Do we want to concentrate on movies that might be more minor movies that reveal culture that are not as well known because they weren't big Cinemaplex type movies? Or do we want to offer some Cinemaplex movies, the kinds that were on the big screen and had commercial release?
So I think it may be a combination of two because you need to have a draw for people to come. So people may not come to see Will Rider, but they may come to see like something else that's more current or more like interesting for them. That's the only thing. I did look at I just looked up Slumdog Millionaire. I did watch that movie. It was very good, but there
Really
are
good.
some parts in that movie. It is not on Canopy.
But I might be able to somehow get it from the library probably has a copy of it. And if the library has a copy, I don't know how we'd work. I'm sure they must have like a DVD player at the studio, that we could show it that way if it wasn't streamed.
Let me see if there's a way that we can check that in the.
I'm looking at the list I have here.
There's a couple of good ones. I wish I could remember, but there was one. Wasn't there like the Marigold Hotel or something like that? That
It
was
was all
really good.
about It's about
Do you remember that?
more about the expats than it is about the Indian culture.
Okay, so there's that one that I've seen I really like, but that's that's more if you wanted something to do a draw. Another one that's really good that I watched, but I can't remember. I forgot the name, and my husband's the one that introduced me to it. If you want to learn about culture, it's a bit on the, I want to say a little bit like revealing of sometimes the challenges that happen in Indian families, but it's about bathroom. I remember that. It's a really interesting one. It's really interesting. And it's about this woman. She's trying to be like, a more modern Indian woman. And then she gets in a sort of an arranged marriage, right? She gets married, and then she goes to this family, and all she wants is a bathroom that she can go to, right? But the women weren't treated quite right. They had to go to a bathroom that was like miles away. They had to walk. And so it's all about this interaction that between her husband's family and her, and the desire for a bathroom, and her desire to be more of a modern Indian woman. And it's in Indian. I think it's subtitled, but it was so good. It was very well done. And I have to ask my husband what's the name of that movie, but I could give you the name of that.
And Jalak Patel might have some good suggestions as well when it comes to Indian type movies. But what other countries have we not? I know we haven't had, God, and the latest movie from Korea was Parasite, and that one is so depressing.
I was looking on Canopy for Korea, looking for any movies, and there is Train to Busan if you want, but that's like a zombie movie, but there is a Train to Busan. Again, it's it's very popular. So if it's something that it's a different style of movie, but that might be interesting and may have a draw.
Well, and remember though, this is also Asian Pacific American heritage. So it could be like I was thinking about, what's that movie I saw? Was that a Korean family? I'm not even sure. This wonderful family movie. Oh God, let me see if I have it on my list here. Anywhere. Minari. You didn't see that one, huh? It's about a Korean American family that ends up in Arkansas and is trying, and they bring their elderly grandmother, who is very funny, actually. And they move to Arkansas to farm, and they try to live and assimilate in America. And that was actually a movie that got I think it got an international Oscar.
Yeah. I was just looking, and it is not available on Canopy. So maybe if they have it or not, it is available on like Netflix and Prime.
I got a copy. I got a hard copy, a DVD from the library for that movie.
Oh, then that would be good. Why don't we do that one for Korea? I was looking for something that was a little bit more tame. I just couldn't find anything on Canopy. But if you have a copy from the library that we can use, I think that is a good movie to use.
Yeah, and it was a wonderful movie, and it had pathos, it had humor, and it was a very family-oriented tale, but it was how they were coming to grips with living within trying to become Americans, but at the same time holding on to their culture. So I thought that was like a really, really good one. And the one about the woman that you told me that got married, I'm from India.
I have the name. There's no chat for this Zoom. I was gonna send the link to the movie. It's called Toilet. Actually, it's called Toilet.
Yes.
The name of the movie is called. I was gonna send you the wiki link talking about it, because the wiki link will explain a little bit of the plot and everything. You can understand, but I can't send it. There's no chat in the Zoom. How come I can't find the chat for the Zoom?
Oh no, there isn't. The town Zoom has been changed.
Yeah. I just checked on Canopy. It's not on Canopy.
Okay.
But we can check the library. I think that's the thing is even though Sherry's finding these movies at the library, I've been trying to limit it to just the ones that are here. But
let me do a search on the Toilet Indian movie and see what it says for us.
Or again, like I said, Jalak might have a really good suggestion of just a really, could be a really fun movie. Like, I know
Let's
that all the Bollywood
see.
movies basically have the
Oh, it's
same.
on It's on Netflix. It's a comedy. It's actually a comedy. It's kind of fun. It's a romance comedy. It's funny. But it's also very eye-opening about some of the challenges that happens with Indian culture. You gotta read about it. You gotta look at the wiki. It explains it. But
She
yeah, you
must
can
live in a village though, if the bathrooms are that.
exactly. So it's just very interesting. But she's a modern Indian woman. Like it's very interesting. You gotta look at the wiki on it. It'll explain to you when you go to the wiki for toilet.
Mhm.
Then you can see they have usually a synopsis. You can see what it's about. But
I have a
I'm
feeling you
sorry.
might have
I
to.
would send you the link. I will email it to you instead because I cannot do a chat. But I will send you the wiki about it so you can read it and see what you think.
But you
Okay.
said it's in Netflix, right?
I see it's on Netflix.
Yeah, we might not be able to use that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see.
I was also, okay, so right now we're talking about uh, one that concentrates on South, Asian Pacific Americans, another one Indian, perhaps Minari for the Korean family. And like I said, it's a really quality movie.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe we should have something that is from more towards the Middle East.
Mhm.
And I have seen quite a lot of movies in recent years. I can't remember any of the names of them, but I can look them up. That'll be my to do research on that and also to double check some things with the librarian. Okay, now, we should move on to the next order of business because I know Jeff is waiting to help us with this one.
Nope.
We've had a lot of discussion going back and forth about the lion dance.
Mhm.
And I think starting on in front of the library is a great idea, especially because we can talk to people and tell them what it's about and then move it because we'll have a gathering point for people to all come together and then move with the people down the street so the children will not be harassed in their costumes. So
Yeah.
we'll have sort of we could have like a lion dance parade almost of people following the dancers after they do their initial one to go to the next one and cheer them on. Is that a possibility? Just stay on Main Street, not go any further than Main Street.
Yeah, I
And we're
think
just doing that to the Americana, right? Or, I mean, to we're doing it at the same time right before the movie, right? So we're going to do that first and then.
No, it would be a kickoff because
Oh yeah, we're doing it at the beginning of the month. Never
yeah,
mind.
with beginning of the
Yeah.
month. So we'll have something each week of the month. We'll have something. So the first week of the month on the 4th, we'd have the lion dance introduction to the month, the APAH month, and then we move on to
Yeah.
the 9th is the movie, the first adult movie. The 13th is another adult movie. The 18th would be the anime, which we can have. I think the America is a good place for the anime. We can, just moving it around and if you would like to have it, I don't think WCAT will be as convenient for people if they're hauling their kids around. They're used to taking their kids to the AmeriCol. And so we'd have it in different locations. So we'll utilize the library, we'll utilize WCAT, we'll utilize the AmeriCol for one event. But this way we'll have a whole series of things throughout the month. And honestly, the movie parts that go at WCAT, other than acquiring them, is going to be the easiest part of all of this. It involves the least amount of logistics.
Yeah.
Really the least amount of logistics. I have to tell you that on May 4th, I'm going to be in Minneapolis. My stepson is having a big wedding party for his second marriage. So I know I can depend on you, Jeff, and Cheyenne to get the kids to and from, but tell me what your discussions have been about this.
Yeah, so my reading of it from Cheyenne's email is that I think she was talking about doing it during the anime movie, so doing it before the kids movie, and then there could be some interaction there where the kids can try to line heads on and whatnot. I I'm okay with doing it as a kickoff to the month as we originally planned. That should be no problem. We just need to coordinate that with Cheyenne and the rest of the crew there, but If we want to do that, that's fine. I don't know if we need to parade around the town. I mean, we could just do it in the front of the library and then just have a
Okay.
little bit of interaction there and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
and stay
I'm
there.
thinking just do it in front of the library and
Okay.
as the kickoff, and then Sherry, we can have some like information. We can put like some of the different posters out, that type of thing.
And if we want to have something in the, now, the library, I understand, is very amenable to this. I don't know if they have, do they have anything else going on May 4th at the library? Have you checked that?
Have not.
Okay, let me, well, come on. I have my auxiliary computer here, so I can look things up, but it just went to sleep. And, oh, don't give me a software update now. Not the right time.
Will they have it on their website?
Yeah,
If
that's
there's
what
anything
I'm
there?
looking at right now. I'm going to the library website.
So on the 4th, it looks like the only thing they have on their calendar right now, funny enough, is the Pokemon Club meets at 2:30 to 3:30.
The
I just looked
which?
at the
Which club?
Pokemon. Yeah, I
Pokemon.
see it. Pokemon Club at 2:30 to 3:30.
So this would come before the Pokemon, and is that at the library?
That's
Yep.
at the library, yeah.
Oh, that fits in perfectly.
And then you can advertise, come back on the 18th. There's no Pokemon Club on the 18th. Come out and like, watch an anime with us.
Okay, so I'm going to their website and I'm going to their calendar right now. Events, library calendar, next month. Whoa! Stop that. Go away. I keep getting things keep popping up, which is okay. May. Give me May, April, next month. Come on. There we go. No, gave me June. Previous month, May 4th. Pokemon Club is 2:30. If we have the lion thing at noontime, and maybe we could even use the lecture room before the Pokemon Club if we wanted to show some other children's type of cartoon movies afterwards. I'll find out if they can do, but they don't have, like, unless they've gotten one since the last time I had a meeting there, they have TV screens. They don't have a big screen, but they may have a projection now. I'll find out. Okay, so the 4th, lion dance kickoff, and then we can bring people inside. And now, what happens if it's raining?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Is,
Actually,
the big lobby with the marble, the fancy lobby, is that an adequate space if people are standing up the stairs and off to the side? It's kind of small.
yeah, I'd have to go visit the library again.
I
I
think it's too small.
and my guess is it's too small, especially
Yeah.
with the table in the middle there. They definitely have to move the table.
Oh, they
but
moved the table.
They
Yeah.
did? Okay.
Oh yeah, we had a Latin dance party there with instruction, with
Oh.
dance instructors and live music, but the musicians were on the steps.
Mhm.
And we had very limited seating, but for the lion dancers move around a whole lot.
Yep.
And that is not, it's a high enough ceiling, but it's not a really big space. So if it turns out it's a rainy day,
Mhm.
I'm looking at the next Saturday after that, the 12th, the 11th rather, there's nothing on the library schedule.
Right.
So if we needed to move it rain date, I don't know if your team is available though. I know you're available May 4th.
Yeah, we're available 4th, the 11th. Yeah, I have to check with the team.
Okay, so if you would, Jeff, check for if we had to have a rain date,
Yep.
May 11th, okay? And the good thing about doing anything at the library is they will promote it for us as well. They will do promotions for us, which is always terrific. Oh, and by the way, I got permission from the town manager, because he said if the police and the library are okay with having lion dances in the streets of Wakefield, he's fine with it too. He said it was okay. I mean, he used that term. He said, as long as the police and the library agree, fine with me.
Hmm.
Okay, so so that's one thing. So May 4th is the date we'd like, but if it doesn't work, we can do it May 11th, a rain date. I have already sent out to the schools and to the PTOs before I left for vacation announcements about the fact that we're doing a whole thing this month and we would like participation. And I've heard back from no one, although I haven't had a chance, because I just got home, to check through all of the WHRC email. So I will check through and see if there's anything that anyone sent us that they about this. So again, just in quick review, we hope to have our kickoff on the 4th with a lion dance in front of the library, perhaps some activity in the library after the lion dance. I mean, we could even, everyone loved doing origami. We can even do some origami in the library after the lion dance because it's more Chinese culture. And we could set that up easily because we've done it before.
Origami is more Japanese culture.
Oh,
right?
it is. That's right. It's Japanese culture. How about the calligraphy?
Calligraphy, yes.
Okay, we can do the calligraphy, possibly, or, you know, a movie. We'll see what we can add to it right in the library, in their lecture hall, and then before the Pokemon Club. I mean, it's perfect because Pokemon Club is after that. That is just perfect. Okay, so that's the kickoff. And then on the 9th, we have the
Do you
first.
want some? I don't know if you want to hand out any lucky coins. I have a bunch of lucky coins in like red envelopes. I don't know if you want
Is
to hand
that the
out
kind
lucky
of-
coins.
Do the lucky coins get handed out at when lion dancers dance?
No idea.
When are they distributed, lucky coins?
Usually for New Year's.
For New Year's. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, the children can take home a lucky coin with them for coming to the lion dance. I mean, excuse
Jeff,
me,
are
I'm
you still
blocking
there?
things. That's
I wonder if he's
it's a
frozen.
family thing. I'm trying, it's very
Oh, we
warm
lost
and
Jeff.
gloomy.
We lost
I'm
Jeff.
trying to get rid of a layer of clothing here. Get rid of the Polatek. Okay, so the 4th would be the kickoff. The 9th would be the first movie. 11th is the rain date, just in case, for the lion dance. The thing on the 9th would be at WCAT. I will make sure that we can leave the popcorn machine there so we don't have to haul it around. The next thing after that is the 13th, also at WCAT, a movie that will be of that can be zoomed or watched in person. Maybe the fact that we're having fresh popcorn will encourage people to come in person. The 18th is the anime movies. I saved what time do you think we should do the anime movies on a Saturday? I know families have a lot of things going on in the morning. When should we start this? 12, 1 o'clock?
I was thinking like 1 o'clock after
1 o'clock?
lunch. Yeah.
Okay, but like 2 hours total.
Yeah, for 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, so the anime, May 18th, 2 hours. The 23rd is another movie at WCAT, and the 30th, another movie at WCAT. So we've got a whole bunch of very entertaining things. We just have to get our movies set up. We have one obviously is from Canopy, and we'll write up little blurbs to make people really interested in coming to see the movies. And the 4th, we had a Pacific Islander movie. We're interested in doing an Indian movie. I'll reach out to Jalak as well. Minari, the Korean movie that's available at the library, and I'll do some research and see what Arabic. It's not necessarily Arabic. It's Asian cultures from the Middle East that might be
like Turkey or right.
Yeah. Or there are some amazing movies about Armenia and Turkey we just have to be mindful of the politics so that no one feels offended by what we choose to show. That was the other thing about some of the other movies, like, that are such good movies, but they do have some political messaging that might be, not the most tactful thing for us to be doing this particular month. Okay, now we need to set up another meeting with, I can't believe I have next week meetings on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Holy cow.
And next week is like school vacation week. So.
It is at school vacation week. Oh, on top of that. Okay. Well, so that week is out. We'll communicate by email if we find anything out between now and then. I'll send out the to-do list to everybody so that you know what you're looking at. And so the next time we would probably meet would be the 22nd, a Monday night.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna set up a HRC APAH meeting for Monday, the 22nd. I hope everyone will be able to come. And I think this is going to be a really good, fun way to represent a lot of different cultures.
I'm just curious about what the turnout would be for the movie nights. What do
Well,
you guys
that's
think?
why I wanted to do the Zoom.
The Zoom, yeah.
And maybe the incentive saying come to the movies, freshly popped corn, it'll be set up like a theater with a big screen, high definition TV, movies that perhaps they have not had the chance to see or would like to see again. Because they're movies that are both entertaining and also informative. They tell you, and I'll try to make it not sound boring, like it's going to school.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I think it needs to have like some sort of excitement
Oh,
draw
yeah.
to it.
Yeah. And, there's all kinds of movie blurbs online, so it's easy enough to pull wording out, because when they write those movie blurbs, the advertisements, they do it to entice people to come and see them.
Yeah.
The one for Minari, this one is, I would add to it how much humor there is, because what they say here is like intimate and heart-wrenching portrait of a Korean American family and assimilation in 1980s Arkansas, America. But the delight of the movie is the fact they bring the grandmother, who has quite a mouth on her, and the interaction between the grandmother and the children, and in contrast to the struggles of the parents. So there's a lot of humor in that movie.
Yeah, Toilet is very similar to kind of in the sense of, I know it didn't get as much recognition, no one's really heard of it, but it's actually it's got humor. It really teaches you about some of the Indian culture and some of the dynamics in the family. It's actually, and it ends with a good note. So it's not like a really serious movie. So I'd recommend you watch it, or read about it in the wiki, which tells you the synopsis and the plot and everything. So see what you think.
Erin Cataldo, her family is Filipino, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If I can only get in touch with her, because I don't have her email, that would be.
Oh, I have her. My daughter and Erin, they do theater together, so they hang out a bit. Do you want me to ask her to get Erin's email address or
if you could,
phone number?
Because Margaret hasn't come to the meetings, and I thought she was going to help participate with this as well. But I have this is huge list of movies, and I'm looking at another one. There's some movie that I've never heard of that maybe she's familiar with, called Bitter Melon. The ones we've all seen are like Crazy Rich Asians. We've seen movies, The Wedding Banquet, Joy Luck Club. Those are movies that have been very, they've been well released, frequent released. But it would be nice to do something that's maybe a little bit different. Okay, everyone. Well, please communicate with me if you have some other ideas or other logistical things that we need to take care of between now and the 22nd when we meet again. And thank you for all of your thoughts and ideas. And Jeff, your common sense. Sometimes yeah, yeah, you can't, that suggestion on me, of course we can leave the machine. It would make so much more sense than hauling it around for a month, putting it in one place.
Yep.
And I'll speak to you again, I hope soon. Enjoy your school vacations with your children.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you, Sherry.
thank you. Good night,
Bye-bye.
all.
All right.